Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Shtinamin. Welcome back to the tutorials of Family Search to help you and your family with family history. Last week we went and created an account and added in ourselves and our parents. This week we will continue the family tree by adding in grandparents and great-grandparents. Now let's start with the living relatives. So we're going to go to Family Tree, and we're going to click Tree. We're going to see everything that we've created so far. So we have ourselves, and we have our fake father. We're going to go and add in the parents to Bob Leon. So this is what I know about the parents of Bob Leon, specifically the father of Bob Leon. We know that the person's name is Jim. Therefore, their last name must also be Leon, same as their son. They are male. They are deceased. And I know for a fact that they died in the year 1989. I remember this is a fake account, so I know that we are in New Hampshire, and I remember seeing him, so I remember. So I'm going to type in the year 1989, and we are going to see if we can find anything based off of the information I provided. So we found something. So we have a Jim Leon who was born and died in New Hampshire. Lucky us. And since we are New Hampshire, I've determined that that is the person I am thinking of. So I'll add that as a match. So now we have successfully created someone based off of our information and Family Search's information. Now, let's go add in the spouse to Jim, which is the mother of Bob. Now the spouse's name, we know, is Rain. And we don't know her maiden name, but we know that she eventually becomes a Leon. She is deceased. I don't know when she was born, but I'm going to say around the time of Jim. So I'm going to say ABT, which is the short term for about. I'm going to write in 1940. And I'm not going to assume that she was born in New Hampshire or died in New Hampshire because that's not information I know. This is probably the closest I could get to being most accurate because I don't remember when they died, and I don't have family that remembers when she died, which is sad. I'm going to click Next, and there's no information about Rain. So I'm going to create person, and there we go. We have information on Rain. Great. Now let's go and add in the great-grandparents. I'm just going to add in Jim's great-grandparents. I'm going to be rather quick, so I know that his name was Charles. Therefore, his last name must also be Leon. He is male, he is deceased. And I'm going to type in a year that's approximately 20 to 40 years before the birth of the first known son. So I'm going to type in about 1910, which is in the 30-year range. And there's no possible matches, so I'm going to create the person. Now we're going to add the spouse, who I know is Sierra, and for some reason I know her maiden name, Flan. She's deceased, and I'm also going to put about 1910. There was no match, so it's alright. So now we have information on both the great-grandparents, the grandparents, the father, and us. Now, something that is huge that we need to discuss, something called the merge. Many people have trouble with this, and it's either in identifying what to do or determining if the people in the merge are the same. A merge is what happens when two identical profiles for deceased people exist, and you attempt to combine the information to make the two profiles one profile. We're going to go check around the profiles that we've created of our family and we'll start with the great-grandparents. And we're going to click View Person. Now, the icon that we're going to be searching for is not on the About tab, it's on the Details tab. We're going to scroll down all the way to and possible duplicates right there in the middle. So right now we see that there are no possible duplicates. So we're going to move on over to the wife, Sierra. We're going to click Person. We're on the Details tab, so that's good. We're going to scroll down. There are no possible duplicates. Now we're going to hand the Jim. Now you can go to the person by clicking Person or just clicking their name up there. And now that we're on Jim, we're going to scroll down and see that there are no possible duplicates. Alright, that's fine. We're going to go check the wife of Jim. Now I'm going to click the name of, we're going to go to Range Profile, and we're going to see that it says there's a possible duplicate right up here. Now I'm just going to go scroll down just to make sure. We see that there is a possible duplicate, so we're going to click that, and we're going to start the merge. See that it is for a Rain, Tepi, Leon, and we're going to review that merge. So we see that there is the possible duplicate, and there is the surviving person. This is the one that I created, and this is one that someone else has already created beforehand that didn't show up when I created Rain. Now we see that the birth year is pretty close. We can make that assumption. But we do see that they are related to a Jim Leon in 1940 and 1989. But this is the most important part here. We look at their IDs. G2XZ570. And we look at the surviving persons, Jim, G2XZ570. Those are the exact same. And they have the same first name and last name. So I assume that Tepi is the maiden name. So we're going to go on and say that this is a match. And we are going to add in information that adds to the person. So we're going to add the last name. So we just saw that it just put the vitals information to the surviving persons. We want that. Now we can do the other way as well, but for the sake of simplicity, we're going to add to the one that we've already created. So we have the birthplace, and it adds in the year, the date, and the place. And there's also a death, so we're going to add that as well. And there's nothing else to replace over here, so we're going to now click Continue. And we can give a reason for the merge. Here's a simple one. This is one that I always like to do. Just type same person. Now, there are other ways to do it. You can type all of this, or one of these as well. For simplicity, I just like to do same person. So now we've just added 3 vitals that we didn't have before. And now we're going to finish the merge. Congratulations, you've now done a successful merge. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for continuing on me with this journey. I invite you all to add your grandparents and your great-grandparents and search if there are any people that have duplicates. And next week, we're going to start adding sources so that the profiles we've created for our deceased and living relatives, that they may have some ties to reality. I like to say that you are starting to add teeth to the person. And I can explain more of that next week. But thank you so much, and I hope you have an excellent day. Bye-bye.